during that time where you ended up getting remarried and the weight loss sort of came to a head, Jen, your wife, decided she wanted to go off travelling, didn't she? And you thought, right, I'm going to do the same. And you had a reflective trip to Namibia where your perspective on a few things vastly changed, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was just incredibly childish. So because I'd come out of a long marriage where we did everything together, like an old married couple would, and Jen had come out of university pretty much, where she just did whatever she wanted. For her to think I got off on holiday with my mate, her girlfriend, and they just want to go to Peru was no big deal. To me, I was thinking, what, a holiday without your significant other? That's unheard of. How rude. So I almost, as a childish reaction, I said, well, if you do that, I will go to Namibia and ride a motorbike solo around the desert. And I thought she'd say, that sounds incredibly dangerous. Don't do that. I won't go on holiday. We'll do so together. But she said, okay. I'm off to Machu Picchu.
So what was it? Was it subverted blackmail? Is that what you just?
Oh, it was literally that. My expectation was that she would not go, but she did. So then I thought, oh bloody hell! I now need to. I hadn't ridden a motorbike in 16 years at that point. I thought I now need to go literally on a course to learn how to ride a motorbike again. And then I did a 2-day course, and a week later, landed in Cape Town and picked up a motorbike and rode it into the Namibian desert on my own for a month, which was bonkers. I mean, just the most stupid, dangerous is the wrong word, because it was incredibly safe unless something had gone wrong. It wasn't like I was doing dangerous things every day, but just riding through the desert. If you fall off, people would say to you, what happens if you fall off? Well, the answer is you die in the desert. I mean, there isn't really an awful lot else you can do. You aren't walking out of there. So yeah, I did it, and I was successful. And it just, I came back from that trip just thinking, oh, hang on a minute, I'm old enough to do whatever I want. I can, there are no limits on what I can do within reason. I kind of had this long regulated life in terms of regulation through work and regulation through being married. Everything was very calm. This is how it's done. And suddenly I found myself thinking, actually, I'm 40 something now. Kind of screw it, but not screw it in a I'll take stupid risks way. But if I think I want to do that, I'll just go and do it. And actually, being selfish and doing that might actually make me a better person. That was one of the biggest things I learned, was that the selfishness. I preach this on YouTube a lot, that you're better off being selfish and becoming a better person for those around you than you are thinking you're not being selfish, but then being a useless person. So I've got friends that spend every single weekend watching their kids, whatever, play football badly or something. And I'll say to them, oh, by the way, you're grossly overweight, you're out of shape. When are you going to start jogging? You keep telling me, oh, I can't jog because I want to watch the kids that play football. Well, no, let the kid play football. Mine is play football, go for a run. Well, what if I'm missing school on the goal? Well, what if? What if you have a heart attack when he's 15 years old because you never did go jogging? So sometimes that's a simplistic example, but sometimes just thinking I'll look after me actually has benefits to people that you think would be disadvantaged by you looking after yourself. People say to me, what do you do with your kids? Why you went to Namibia? My kids were teenagers, they looked after themselves. I got home, the house hadn't burned down, they were still there, and they had a happy dad as a result. Would they rather have gone on a holiday with me? Yeah, maybe, but they didn't. They didn't, and had they done so, I'd have been miserable because of my holiday with my kids. And I'm not in Namibia on a motorbike. So, I'm a big believer in just thinking, look up, and this is a lifeguarding thing as well. Someone's drowning, the very first thing you do, what's your situation? Because just jumping in to save them, got 2 drowning people potentially. So, are you safe? If you're safe, then fix them. And the same in life. I wake up every morning, what do I need to get done today? Because once that's sorted and catered for and planned, then I can make sure that my wife, my kids, my dogs are okay. If I'm waking up every day a mess and just throw myself straight into helping others, still a mess. We've now just got too many drowning people.
Agreed. And I think this selfishness becomes a bit of a currency for future service as well, whereby the more work you do or the more selfish you become, let's use I mean, this is something I genuinely think about now. Is I'm quite antisocial in the way I live my life now. I don't probably spend as much time with Erin, my fiance, as conventional couples would at our age. But she and I both understand that the more I can almost front load my suffering from a work point of view, the more I can be of service later in life when we have children and when there's more things going on. So it's something I'm very conscious of, and I think Johnny, my business partner with Omnia, is a very good example whereby he knows and his wife understands that the Johnny that comes back from 6 hours in the hills on a Saturday, whilst it means that she's got to do all of the sort of child sitting and managing that, is a better Johnny for the rest of the week until the next Saturday. And that is a better thing overall than Johnny just flapping day to day, thinking, oh, I wish I could be in the hills, I wish I could get that headspace, and maybe missing a meal or being late to pick up a kid or all these little things, as you've said. So I think it's a big lesson for people is, yeah, selfishness can actually be a very good thing if it's administered in the correct way.